What is a trust beneficiary's right to information? Well, not surprisingly, it depends. Are we talking about a trust beneficiary who is a lifetime beneficiary? By lifetime, I mean they're the ones who are benefiting from this trust during their life. So that there's a trustee, they're the beneficiary, the trustee manages the trust for the benefit of the beneficiary. That beneficiary has an absolute right to know what is going on. What are the investments expenses? What is the trustee's fee? They have, depending on what state you're in, Washington has a very clearly set forth code for what is the beneficiary's right to know. Rather than getting bogged down in the detail, the answer is that beneficiary has a right to know what is going on. Now, what if we're not talking about a lifetime beneficiary, but we're talking about what we call a remainder beneficiary? What is a remainder beneficiary? They are the beneficiary that's entitled to either the trust assets or a portion of those trust assets after the lifetime beneficiary has died. So they might have a keen interest in knowing what's going on while that lifetime beneficiary is alive. They might have an interest because they want to know that the investments are correct, that there's not too much, theoretically too little, being distributed to the lifetime beneficiary. Does that remainder beneficiary have a right to know? If you are the remainder beneficiary, I'm going to recommend to you that you seek out legal counsel, because there is a right to know, but it isn't as clearly set out as if you're the lifetime beneficiary, because that relationship isn't as close as what the lifetime beneficiary has with their trustee. But the answer is yes, you do have a right to know what is going on. Sometimes, though, the remainder beneficiary does not even know that they are a remainder beneficiary, and that might surprise you. How do they not know that? Well, one of the reasons for that is, even though the statutes might say that the remainder beneficiary should be told about this trust, especially if it's an irrevocable trust, the lawyer can draft the trust to say that the grantor, the person who creates the trust, waives any requirement of notice of the existence of that trust. Why might they do that? Well, because they don't want any remainder beneficiary to stick their nose into the business of the trust, the lifetime beneficiary's right to assets. So sometimes it is set up that the remainder beneficiary doesn't even know that they are in that position because they don't even have notice of the trust. Particularly if you think you might be a remainder beneficiary, but you don't know and you've not received any notice, my best advice to you is seek out the services of an attorney who understands trust administration and the rights of trust beneficiaries.